Hello, in this video I'm going to give a little bit of background to Satyendra Bose, another one of the pioneers of quantum mechanics and particle physics and such like. So Bose, he was an Indian scientist. I mean, he worked in a lot of fields. I mean, he was primarily a scientist, but he was real polymath, this guy. He studied a lot of different subjects. He was born in India, in Kolkata, at the end of the 19th century. He was the eldest of 7 children. He had 6 younger sisters. His father was a railway engineer. And in his academic career, I mean, the discoveries that were going on at the start of particle physics and quantum mechanics, they were all happening in Europe. Bose was in India. He joined the University of Dhaka, which is now in Bangladesh, but of course this was all before the partition of India in 1947. But there weren't well-established physics departments, certainly not for modern physics, in these universities, and there weren't at the University of Dhaka. So as well as being a pioneer in physics discoveries, Bose was also a pioneer in physics education by setting up new departments, whole new departments at these universities. And similar to Fermi, as I was talking about in the earlier video, Bose started questioning the application of ideal gas distributions to subatomic particles. So in ideal gases, we use the Maxwell-Boltzmann distribution to describe the distribution of energy amongst the particles in a gas. And Bose, like others, he questioned the application of this to these to the quantum mechanical particles, and he came up with a new theory. And he actually wrote a letter to Einstein. He just posted it off to him. Einstein had a look at this theory, agreed with what Bose was saying, and then translated Bose's paper into German so it could be published in Europe. And this started the path towards the Bose-Einstein statistics, which are still used today to describe the behavior of bosons. These are particles with integer spin. I've mentioned these a few times in my videos on particle physics. And then further on from that, the prediction of the existence of a new phase of matter, the Bose-Einstein condensate. Something that is now popularly known through programs like Big Bang Theory and things like that, if you're a fan. So Bose-Einstein condensates is not something I can say I'm an expert on, but they're where you get super cooled atoms. They're cooled down to very near to absolute zero, and then they start behaving like an individual entity rather than a collection of individual particles. So they behave like a single unit, and this is what's going on in things like superconductivity. They behave differently. You start seeing these weird macroscopic properties in this new phase of matter, and it's also helped to make progress in things like quantum entanglement and quantum computing. Again, another area that I don't really know a lot about, but these are the avenues that you'll be moving into when you start studying more to do with quantum mechanics. So yeah, they were the main areas that Bose is associated with. He worked at the University in Dhaka for quite a long time, and then he moved back to Kolkata just before India was partitioned. So yeah, quite a remarkable guy, really, with a breadth of stuff that he covered, and being able to make these discoveries while so detached from the hotbed of modern physics in Europe at the time. These other physicists, your Fermis, Dirac's, Pauli, Einstein, people like that, they were not just geographically close to each other. They knew each other. They worked together in a lot of cases. They would meet at conferences and things like that. So for Bose to have this impact from so far away, and to establish so much in the education system out in India is remarkable. So another guy really worth knowing about.